Your 20s will either build your future or bury your potential. Which one are you choosing? So in today's video, we are going to talk about the things that you're supposed to be doing in our 20s. And this is knowledge or information that I spent 20 years of my life, and I'll be sharing with you in just 5 minutes. I'm kidding, but let's begin. So most of us, or most of the people that are in their 20s, get so much confused because you don't know what to do. It's like you're trying to carve a path for yourself. It's like you're trying to build a name for yourself. So in your 20s, it might be confusing. Many people believe that in your 20s, this is the time that you have to enjoy yourself. You have to go out there and simply explore the world and simply enjoy all the marvels of the world. Other people believe that your 20s are actually your golden age. This is the moment, this is the time in which you have the power, you have the energy to actually go in and lock in on your goals. And in this video, we're going to talk all about that. And most importantly, what to do on your 20s. So without any further ado, let's get into the video of the day. And before we go even further, if you want more of these kinds of content, or if you enjoy this content, please give this video a like and a subscription so that when I post the content, you will be the first one to be notified. So let's get into it. So in your 20s, this is the time that you're supposed to be building leverage. That is the first point. You are supposed to be building leverage. So what do I mean by this? Now in your 20s, this is the moment in time whereby you are actually entering adulthood, yeah? And for most people, we don't know what you want to be yet. So this is the moment, this is the time whereby you have to explore, you have to experiment with different things. You've got to learn what are your hobbies, what are your passions, what are those few things that you can actually do best. Remember that you can't become good at multiple things, because there is not a single guy who had the world record for being the fastest man, held the world record for being the tallest man, held the world record for being the best singer. No, you can't be a master. You can't master multiple things at a time. That is why people who multitask a lot of things end up becoming a master of none. The jack of all trade is often a master of none. So while you are in your 20s, this is the moment whereby you want to experiment. You have to leverage so that you can know what you are actually good at. And once you know what you're actually good at, you can now go in and lock in on that. This is the moment whereby you have to create projects, you have to travel, yeah, you have to fail, start, and fail again and start. Also in your 20s, this is the moment in time whereby you have to learn skills, yeah. You've got to become good in communications, good with socializing with people, because all those things which you want to achieve, which you want to acquire, they are already with someone else. So in your 20s, it's actually the moment in time whereby you have to learn a lot of skills. That is the first point. You should be building leverage by experimenting a couple number of things so that you can know which one suits you better. And number two, avoid comfort if it means stagnation. So in most cases, people in their 20s feel they have that luxury of comfort simply because some of them are still in their higher learning. Maybe they are in colleges, maybe they are in universities, others are still at their parents' home. So at this moment, they have that kind of comfort. They believe that they don't have to really get serious with life. There is still time to improve. So they are in this kind of comfort zone. And remember, whenever you are in a comfort zone, it means that you are not growing, because growing needs uncomfortability. In order for you to grow, you've got to put yourself in environments, in situations whereby you are forced to evolve. And that is what brings true growth. And that can only happen when you step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so avoid comfort if it means stagnation. When you experience comfort right now, you're not delaying gratification, you're actually experiencing instant gratification, and instant gratification leads to long-term regret. Okay, so the moment you choose to sleep instead of rising up and doing your priorities, you're actually delaying. Avoid comfort if it means stagnation. This simply means that do those activities that seem uncomfortable but lead to your growth, because when you are comfort, it means you're not growing, you're stagnant at where you are. But the moment you actually do the uncomfortable things, maybe it's waking up, maybe it's going to the gym, maybe it's reading an extra page, maybe it's putting one more rep to whatever you are doing, learn that comfort brings stagnation. So avoid comfort if it brings stagnation. And then I have the last point, which could be one of the most important ones. This says that be uncomfortable on purpose. Be uncomfortable on purpose. So you'll find that most people will want to wake up 5 a.m. but when they wake up at 5 a.m. they have nothing to do. They don't have a to-do list, they don't have goals, they don't have priorities, they don't have things that they have got to do on a day-to-day basis. So they are waking up early. Their uncomfortability comes with no purpose at all. And most of the time, if what you are doing has no purpose at all, you won't have the inspiration to keep on doing it, because you need to be able to work on discipline even when the moments whereby there is no motivation to do it at all. And that is why you need to be uncomfortable on purpose. You've got to be strategic. This means that you've got to be strategic about where you put your energy. You can't just be saying wake up at 5, do this, do that, without having any purpose behind it. When you say you wake up at 5, you know you have some projects, you have things you have to do. Yeah, and that is what makes uncomfortability productive. And if you do these 3 things, which I said, the first thing was experiment. Yeah, experiment, build leverage, experiment many things to know which ones you are good and capable of. Then avoid comfort if it means stagnation. Always put yourself in uncomfortable situations that will allow you to grow. And the last part is be uncomfortable but on purpose. So this means you've got to have clarity of the goals, of the desires, of the ambitions that you want to achieve. And with that, I believe that our 20s are going to be the best. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and as always, stay awakened.